That's right, baby. Today we're finally talking about My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Oboro Shirakumo, aka Laudo Cloudo. What's up, Truth Hero here, and today we're diving into the underworld of justice with My Hero Academia Vigilantes Shirakumo. This character could have huge implications for not only Aizawa Sensei, but also Shinso and his journey as a hero at UA in My Hero Academia canon, especially with the next episode of My Hero Academia Season 4, which, of course, I'll be doing a philosophical analysis on, so stay tuned for that. Needless to say, manga spoilers ahead, and spoilers for My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which, if you're not reading, you're a fool. But now that I'm caught up, as of 2 days ago, I'll be doing Vigilante chapter reviews from here on out. So, without further ado, let's see how Shirakumo could leave a lasting impression on the story of Boku no Hero Academia. First, we need to understand how he's even in My Hero Academia canon, and this comes via Aizawa and Hizashi in a flashback, and then in a brief side conversation in chapter 216 and 217 in the manga. In chapter 216, after Shinso loses his battle against Deku in Class 1A, Eraserhead is telling him how becoming a hero and contending with the likes of Class 1A is something no one expected of Shinso, and how his actions have earned him a passing grade. Aizawa says, "You'll never protect anyone until you find whatever strength you need for yourself," as he thinks back to a young present Mike and Shirakumo, and this line will actually be very important later on in this video. Later in chapter 217, Present Mike mentions Shinso asking Aizawa if he sees himself in the young brainwashing lad, and then says, "Or is this about Shirakumo?" Aizawa tells him to get to the point if he has one, and Present Mike says, "Nah, I'm just reminiscing." Now, for the most part, this is a sweet, nostalgic, heartfelt flashback, and when it was written, it was. However, the two most recent Vigilantes chapters, which came out way after these two manga chapters, paint a very different picture of this reminiscing. So in order to understand the gravity of all this, let's now explore Shirakumo in My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Oboro Shirakumo is a second year at UA along with his classmates Aizawa and Hizashi. He has the quirk Loud Cloud, which allows him to make and control clouds. His costume, consisting of a martial arts gi, goggles, and a staff, is based on the Monkey King from Journey to the West. He is a troublemaker for sure, like when he disrupted class by being naked and covered himself with a cloud as he changed his clothes. He really has no sense of shame even when he's disciplined, and his grades aren't anything to write home about. Despite this, he is very talented as a hero in training and seeks to help others, and always wears a smile. Basically, he's a less mature version of Mirio Togata. What's with guys who always smile and have upbeat personalities getting naked at UA? When we're first introduced to Shirakumo, him and Aizawa need to find work studies, much like how Deku and Class 1A are having to do that right now in Season 4, and then later on in the manga, right now, with the internship arc. It's kind of interesting how, no matter what form of My Hero Academia you're consuming, the manga, the spin-off manga, or the anime, it's all focusing on internships and work studies right now. They end up working for the hero formerly known as Purple Highness, with the thirsty as ever Midnight, who is currently a third year at UA and is borrowing her boyfriend Kamina's glasses. When on the job, a villain that can absorb attacks appears. Midnight, Purple Highness, Present Mike, and all available pros are just no match for it. And with Shirakumo being injured by saving children, Aizawa must vanquish the evildoer all by himself. Aizawa finds a strategy to redirect the villain's attacks and eventually takes his trump card, or should I say lump card, and turns it against him, giving the villain a taste of his own medicine, and with Shirakumo cheering him on, subdues the giant villain with just his erasure and scarf. Young Aizawa at last finds the strength he needs for himself and protects everyone. Well, almost everyone. As that hard rain begins to fall once again, the vibe of young Kayama, Hizashi, and Aizawa is reflected in its downpour, as they must now mourn the loss of their dear friend Shirakumo, who in life was anything but a dark, depressing cloud. Comment F to pay respects. Not only is this a terrific backstory for Aizawa and really explains his personality and actions as a hero in My Hero Academia canon, seriously, go check it out in Vigilantes, but it also, in reminiscing and remembering Shirakumo this way, questions what Aizawa Sensei and Shinso's fate will be in the future of My Hero Academia. Shinso just found his own strength through this battle with Class 1A. He's now ready to take his first steps to becoming a hero and protecting others. This includes work studies when he becomes a second year just like Aizawa was, and possibly sooner since Class 1A have internships right now. If the work studies go as they did back then, we might see Shinso put into the same position as young Aizawa, and possibly a hero in training, maybe a Class 1B member, die on the job. My Hero Academia has shown pro heroes dying, but it's never taken that dark leap and shown what could definitely happen when young, inexperienced students are fighting real-life villains. Errors, mistakes, and tragedy. The other possibility, given the fact that we have an internship arc right now in the manga, is that Shinso will receive his own work study or internship. However, since he hasn't officially transferred into the hero program yet, he'll only be allowed to tag along with Aizawa on missions. And of course, this would be great to see, right? Shinso and Aizawa teaming up to fight villainy and then going and chilling at a cat cafe after a long day of heroism? Who doesn't want to see that? Aizawa Sensei of course sees Shinso in himself, and views him as a successor to the tactical scarf style of heroism. But they aren't the only pair of teacher and student. Deku is clearly All Might's successor, and Shinso being Aizawa's is the parallel for all the introverted heroes out there. In the next episode of My Hero Academia, Deku will confront All Might about one of Night Eye's predictions, that All Might will die a gruesome death at the hands of a villain. If you want more background on this, I have a whole video about All Might's fate and legacy and how it could be coming very soon in the manga, which you can watch right here. But basically what you need to know is, Deku as the inheritor of One for All has a lot he still needs to learn, and All Might, while he is trying his best to teach him, doesn't have all the time in the world. It's entirely possible that in order for Deku to fully progress as a character, he will have to witness his predecessor All Might's death, and the same could be true for Shinso. Aizawa may very well have to bite the dust in order for Shinso to fully fill his role that he's been given by Eraserhead. Lastly, Aizawa may train Shinso in a way that makes him prepared to handle villains like the one when he was younger, so that Shinso and other students do not encounter the same fate as Shirakumo. At the very least, I see this flashback to Shirakumo being used as a warning to Shinso and other students by Aizawa. Class 1A are still first years. Yes, some of them rival even the pros, but anyone can have a bad day. And perhaps it's this memory of a fallen student that will prepare them for the real world of villains. Besides having some cool tie-in which we all want between My Hero Academia and its vigilante spin-off, why bring up Shirakumo? Why did President Mike mention it to Aizawa? Why did Aizawa think about Shirakumo? Horikoshi is the type of author that makes every manga panel count, and devoting 2 chapters to having a flashback to a random student in the past tells me Shirakumo and his legacy won't just be some pointless memory, especially for Aizawa and his protege Shinso. So what do you guys think? Will the fate of Shirakumo be repeated by Shinso, Aizawa, and possibly other students at UA? What do you guys think about All Might's fate and the fate of predecessors in general in My Hero Academia? And what do you want to happen with the legacy of Shirakumo? Comment below. Personally, I'm just hoping for that sweet My Hero Academia Vigilantes crossover, and again, I can't recommend it enough. Watch JoJo's, read Vigilantes. And if you're the type to take justice into your own hands and love these My Hero Academia theories and content, be sure to enroll at UA today by subscribing, and hit that bell so you're never late for class. And until next time, plus ultra.